26. For by means of whorish of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for a precious life. What it's saying is, women of the world can be very dangerous. We're to seek God for a wife and allow Him to bring her to us, rather than look with the eyes of the flesh. We're to focus on the godly nature, because that can get us in trouble. Joshua 8, 3 through 8. Joshua 8, 3 through 8. So Joshua got his men ready for the attack. He picked 30,000 of his best troops and sent 5,000 out that night ahead of him. Before they left, he said to them. So he's keeping 25 with him. He's sending 5,000 ahead. This is a big group, an army. By their numbers, they shouldn't have lost anyway. It was direct disobedience with God. God telling them, you think you have all this numbers, but if you have disobedience to me, you have nothing. So at this point, he's obeying God's command. God instructed him to do this, so he's doing this. He's also of the best troops, which means he has more people that he ain't even using. It isn't a lack of faith, it's more of a trust in faith that he don't need anymore, with God being on his side. Verse 4. Listen carefully, I want you to go on ahead while it is still dark, because I want you to go to the far side of the city, slightly to the west, and hide there. Don't go too far away, because I want you near enough for a quick attack. Be on alert for my signal. So they would not have expected him to attack on this side. They would have completely had to go to the opposite side of the city that they were on, which is why it's referred to as the other side. So this side would have been a sneak attack. It would have been at dark when they were attacking. So it would have caught them off guard, but Joshua was ready to do this. And this was what God's plan was. And oftentimes sin attacks in the same way. It catches us off guard, and before we know it, we're losing a battle that we didn't even know we were in. But through Christ we can win. Verse 5. In the morning I'll take the rest of the troops ahead and head for the city. The men and I will see us and come out for the attack. When they do, I will sound a retreat, and they will come after us as they did before. Okay, so it ain't attacking at night. It's going to be a sneak attack regardless, though, because they're going to divert them, which is very smart military tactic here. The plan is to lure them away from the city, and for you to attack while they're chasing us. They'll come after us because they'll be as sure of their victory over our large fighting force as they were over our smaller one. So they're going to be arrogant, so they're going to chase after them. And that's what's going to get them. Oftentimes, arrogance and pride is the biggest downfall of people. It keeps them from coming to the Lord. It keeps them, because through the Lord, coming to the Lord, we have to be humble. So it keeps them from salvation, oftentimes. And it's the demise of us, like it is with these people. So we got to be humble. But after we've lured them away from the city, you are to attack it. So they're going to attack the city, was the plan, not necessarily the people. Which the people would be attacked, but take the city was the plan. You should have no difficulty taking it. This is what the Lord wants you to do, and He will be with you. After you've taken it, set it on fire. Do what the Lord commanded. you have your orders. I want you to march out tonight. So now they know what they're supposed to be doing, and they have God's command from Joshua. They're not the They're to destroy the city, and eventually the troop would be destroyed because of it. But they're to remove this city. Sometimes, and judgment works the same way. If we're living a life of sin and we don't come to Jesus, then judgment awaits for us where we burn up in hell eternally. But through Jesus we're saved. All we got to do is submit to Him, make Him Lord, which means we live by His commands, or attempt to. Where we fall, that's where grace comes in, but we should strive to be like Him.